Today we're going to make Oreos deep fried for Halloween. This really isn't for the trick-or-treaters. This is about treating yourself. That's right. The trick is not looking at the calorie count. Okay? Because as Frank will say in the post, this is clearly for one of those days where you might do a marathon and burn 9,000 calories. That's usually like an Ironman kind of thing. So to get this going, we had to, get kind of some of this together. So Frank is, he's shooting as always. And right now, what do I have in my hands? Right
flour.
here? This is the flour. This is
baking powder.
White sugar. White sugar.
That's baking soda. We just keep it in a Ziploc thing.
I know, it's just, it's foreign to me.
A little teaspoon.
Yeah, alright, and we got our eggs.
Heavy cream.
And vanilla.
Vanilla beans.
I assume the vanilla's for later. And Oreos.
Oreos.
The preference is
double stuff.
Why the double stuff?
Double stuff because it's going to taste better. What's going to happen is the oil is going to soak into the pancake batter and break down the cookie part in the Oreo.
Mm-hmm.
And after that happens, while it's frying, the double cream, the sugar in there will be like liquid, as I like to call it, a lot of things. Liquid gold.
Liquid gold. Everything's liquid gold.
Everything's liquid gold, people.
Alright, so what is my first step here? Kind of walk me through this.
Step 1 for deep fried Oreos,
I gotta
Max.
make the pancake mix.
You're going to have to make the batter. We need to dip the Oreos into something. But before you do that, your first step is to get that oil up to temp.
Okay, so
this
is something that I stress. I do have a food safety license that I will stress about this because we're playing with oil and deep frying and hot temperatures. So for this recipe only, get the heat up full blast. Alright, because we want to get it up to about 350 degrees. That's his deep fry on my marker right here. So right now we're going to go back right here, as you can see, right there, 350. Perfect. So let's come back around over here, and we're going to start pulling all of this together.
I want you to take your flour.
My flour.
Bring it over.
Okay.
And put it into the KitchenAid.
Into the KitchenAid, alright.
Which is right here.
Alright. Let me go this way.
Flour going into the KitchenAid.
Doesn't this thing lean back, or is this before?
Nope, this one's old enough.
Oh, okay. We just got this. Alright.
Still not out.
I can't. I gotta get my hands up in
there. Yeah, there you go. Cooking's about getting dirty, man.
Washing your hands, too, before.
Yeah, that's why you're always washing your hands and cooking.
Right.
Know what I mean?
Yes, I do.
Exactly.
Alright. Then I got the cream and the eggs.
Okay, nope, not yet.
No?
So we're going to keep mixing our dry ingredients. Grab your teaspoon, your baking powder, your baking soda, and your sugar.
Baking powder?
1 teaspoon of that. Let me see. Yep, that's a teaspoon. Good job.
See, that's what I thought. One
Yeah.
spoon, 1 tablespoon.
No, not a tablespoon. It's a teaspoon.
I don't know why I think tablespoon.
It's 2 tablespoons of sugar.
Oh, okay. That's what
This is full of sugar. This recipe is like sugar, sugar, sugar.
Yeah, well, the Oreo's full of sugar, 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 sugar.
Exactly.
Alright.
There you go. That's one. One more.
There we go.
There we go, 2.
Okay.
Alright, cool.
And I got this bad boy to deal with.
Yeah, baking soda.
How much of this one?
Now you're going to put 1/4 of a teaspoon.
Just a little bit of this.
Just a little bit, yeah. Baking soda, you don't want a lot in there. It gives it that weird taste, like an English muffin.
Well, I mean, to me, baking soda is kind of a thing you keep in the fridge that keeps the germs down.
Yeah, but it also adds air to like baking and things like that. It causes.
So,
let's say a little bit less. A little bit less, a little bit less, a little bit less. A little bit less. A little bit more. Perfect. Boom. Alright.
Okay, that's all the dry ingredients I have.
That's all the dry ingredients you have?
Well, sugar, bacon.
Alright, the only thing you're missing is salt.
Oh, well, I don't think about that.
Yeah, no one ever thinks about salt, right?
So, how much salt do I put in here?
1/4 of a teaspoon.
Oh,
Do you want to do it like a chef?
Yeah.
Alright, so check out your hand, like this.
Yeah.
The inner part of your palm is... Hey, That's probably enough. Go ahead, drop that salt in there.
Really? Is enough salt?
Yep. That's it. Boom. Dry ingredients mixed together.
Okay.
So now we need to evenly distribute the flour and the salt and the sugar and everything. So stir. Now you can see it's mixing all the ingredients together. Way easier than whisking, right?
Oh my god.
Robots are awesome. John Henry was crazy to try to build a railroad.
Well, that's not the issue. It's more of let's work.
Right.
There's a few $100 to invest in this kind of item. Alright,
so that's incorporated. Boom.
Okay, so we stop.
Yep, we're going to stop now.
Okay, and I get the wet ingredients.
Now you get the wet ingredients.
This is a little bit easier, so it's a lot of pouring. See, even as we're doing this, I've learned one thing. I gotta constantly look at the oil, monitoring, thinking. This is a multitasking kind of deal, which is a lot for me. So here goes the eggs. Well, one thing at a time, actually. I'm like ready to push.
Okay, before you do that, now you're gonna turn on the mixer onto stir.
Oh, okay. So I've been whisking this and doing this.
Yes.
That would be a nightmare.
Drizzle that in.
Oh.
Now add your eggs. One egg at a time until it's incorporated.
Oh, I got them.
There you go. One egg at a time. Now you need to...
I got to jam it up to the next level. Kick it up a notch, as they say.
Kick it up a notch? Yeah, you can kick it up a notch.
It takes a while for it to all kind of get the gunk.
Yeah, it's pulling itself together right now.
I was making cake the other day, and it was just so painful to...
Oh my god, right?
Oh my
it's
god.
the worst.
Oh.
So sometimes flour acts weird. Okay? You need to know that. That like flour acts weird sometimes and it doesn't get as liquidy as it should.
What do you mean by like it doesn't? Like right now, it's still kind of. It's got a look that it should have flour
and it's starting to look like a batter, right?
Right. It's starting to conform, and you're saying incorporate.
It's combined.
Right. Yeah. Those are your kind of. So what's going on in the center there? It seems to have more action going on than what I can see outside the rest of it.
Okay, so it's mixing in the center because the KitchenAid moves it in a one singular motion. But you need to add some oil to it.
Or just a little bit of oil.
Yeah, 2 teaspoons. So it's count 1, 2 as you pour.
1, 2.
There you go.
So it's like Mississippi, eh?
Yep.
Okay, great.
So what you want to think in your head right now is, okay, I have to dip an Oreo into this and then put it into a fryer. Is this batter too thick?
How do you tell? Like, there's already chunkiness going on right here.
See the elasticity coming from it? It's forming like a dough, which means there's not enough liquid in it.
What do you mean there's not enough liquid in it?
There's not enough liquid into the batter for it to...
So you got it on full black right here, right?
No, I only have it on 4 or 5.
Okay, but...
That's just the way it pulls like the things in. So, our next move right now actually is Max, because it's not as much as a batter. What we're going to do is we're going to add a cup of water.
We're going to thin it out a little bit.
Yeah, we're going to thin it out.
Alright, he's kind of helping me a little bit, so I'm sorry.
It's fine. This is...
How much water are you adding?
1 cup right now. But we're adding a splash at a time until it...
So this is like kind of if you need it and you feel...
Yeah. Notice I used the cup that had like the leftover heavy cream in it. So that way it's has a little bit of milk in there. It's not just straight water.
Okay, cool.
It has enzymes in there to connect with the other parts of the batter.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
You see how it's starting to become a little bit more?
Right, yeah, it stopped looking so gummy. So
exactly.
You don't
so it's not like a dough.
Stay away from the gum look. If it looks chewy or kind of pasty, I just learned that that's not what I want to be dunking it into. So it is pretty much, I want the same consistency like I would have a pancake.
Exactly, when you're making a pancake batter.
Alright, cool. So our oil right here is almost at the magic number, so we're going to slow it down and cool it down a little bit.
Turn it to like between medium and low.
Everybody, come down to my level. I'm going to show you something. This is double stuffed, right? Some people crack them. Some people split them good, right? But I'm about to dunk it in some batter right here.
You don't do that.
No?
Not yet.
What am I supposed to do?
You need tongs. Because you need to dip the whole thing in there at once.
still do my fingers.
You can, and if you want to get messy, do it. It needs to be completely coated, completely submerged, completely coated.
It's good.
Or it will fail. Nope, I can still see some cookie.
Ah, so you
Release the tongue.
I told you it's your fingers.
No. Release the tongue. See?
And the Oreo.
Also, you pulled the Oreo apart, so you removed that one sticky consistency that the Oreo has.
Can I dump it somewhere? Right here?
Sure, throw that one out.
That one's gone.
That one's gone.
Alright. It's dunking time. This is tricky. Because Frank says I have to use these tongs.
You will be so happy that I'm making you use the tongs.
I know, because I'll be more professional, and it's going to be
safer,
and it's going to improve my professionalism instead of using the old 5 fingers.
Because what we don't want with the 5 fingers is one of them to get super burnt.
Now I got to dunk it.
Oh man, you're getting it fully coated. I can see it
right now.
Oh man, look at that baby.
It's kind of like you got to lather the cream on there.
Yeah, you got to lather the batter on it. Now
you're
getting
a hot babe on the beach. I want to make sure she's not going to get burned.
And now,
how do I going to get this in the oil?
Okay, hold on 1 second, because your buddy Frank here. Just grab you a plate.
Or you should at least.
So you can drip over it so that you don't.
I see, but you still can't get all out.
No.
See?
Okay, yeah, you needed to hold on to the Oreo.
What do you mean I need to hold on to the Oreo? I thought I was going to do all of them. And then
No.
You got to literally scoop it up.
If you would have read the recipe, it says...
I did, but I didn't remember this far down.
Okay, well...
remember this
If you read the recipe, it says you dip 1 Oreo at a time and then into the fryer, repeating the process.
Okay, so I got
it. So now it's over it?
Okay.
Cool. Get ready, dude. Here comes the magic. Now put it in that oil.
And don't burn myself, right?
Max, don't burn yourself.
Alright.
Drop it in, bro.
I did.
Alright.
Okay.
See, guys, it's frying. Cooking the moisture out of it. Now Max is going to stay right here with those tongs for a minute. So we're going to show you what it is.
My first deep fried Oreo.
Is it turning a different color, Max?
Yeah, it's turning brown.
Okay. Now in the recipe it says when the one side turns brown, it means it's time to flip it. See how it has like a little cake on the top?
Yeah, happy birthday to me.
Happy birthday to the Max.
You can smell it too.
Smell the peanut oil, right?
Oh my god, yeah.
Alright.
Make all the little kids come running. Okay.
And then tip on one side instead of grabbing it, because what you're doing is you
and just
release
hold it like this?
Now release it. There you go. So you want to flip it. It's just like when you cook a donut. You're cooking the batter and you're cooking the...
I don't cook donuts.
Alright.
I eat them.
Next move, bro.
Yeah.
Go grab a paper towel and another plate. Nope. Now it's time to take that Oreo out of the oil.
Oh, okay.
Grab it out. And now we're going to rest it on the paper towel in the dish. Alright, you're taking it in there. You're putting it down. Oh man, that smells real good, Max.
Alright. I get this assembly line thing.
Now you get it? It's like, yes.
Alright.
It's a lot like an assembly line, dude.
Look, I'm on it. You can see I'm in it.
Kids moving at fast paces, people.
Alright, but the trick is not to... You still gotta submerge.
Alright, now we're looking over at these, Max. Looks like one of them wants to get flipped. Alright, now you don't want to grab it. Like I said, you want to pinch your tongs together and just tip it so that it flips over from the weight.
Actually, I burn it when I do.
See, now you take the batter away from it because it connects to the Oreo.
I can just...
Yeah, there it is.
Kind of just like donut flip it.
Yeah, exactly.
I said earlier.
Donut flip that one.
I did.
Oh.
You want to see how much?
Oh yeah. You're not gonna burn yourself.
I'm doing pretty good, I think.
I'm impressed. See, guys, if Max can do it, you can do it. Oh, so good.
Right here.
Max got a job the next festival I'm running.
Ah.
Carnivals.
Alright, Frank just threw this on me. He didn't say, "Oh, by the way, Max." He just said that, "Oh, by the way, Max." I'm really doing a bad imitation.
It's an awful imitation.
It's such a bad one. You're so much cooler than that. Look, you have it on videotape too.
Okay.
He said, "You're going to make the cream." And I was like, "Well, does that involve just putting cream on it?" And he was like, "No, it involves actually using a knife and stripping the bean." So
It's a vanilla bean.
so
Dump the cream into the KitchenAid.
Okay,
Cool.
we dumped.
And it's in there. Alright, Max, how do you feel about that?
I'm a little nervous about the knife part.
Okay, put the bean down onto the table.
Oh, okay. I don't have to cut my finger off.
Okay, and then you're going to hold one side and then drag the... Nope. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, look
All right,
at
that should be enough
the vanilla bean.
It's Tim Mason in the background. Say hi, Tim.
Hi.
Under there.
Alright. Now, come over here. You're done.
I'm done.
Yep, lift up the KitchenAid. Turn it on. So now we're going to let it incorporate for a minute before we just go on full blast. So what we're doing is we're mixing air into it and whipping it. Whipping the fats together till they become a solid.
You keep whipping this? So can I
If you keep whipping this long enough, it'll become butter.
So I'm going to slow it down a little bit. No, keep it. Alright.
Yeah, keep it high.
Okay.
You can see the cream is starting to whip together. It's starting to look a little bit more like whipped cream. We're looking for what we call, Max, stiff peaks.
Oh, I thought you were going to say liquid gold.
No.
I was like, how are you going to bring this in here?
Gotcha.
I was like,
See what those look like? The Alps? The Swiss Alps.
the Swiss Alps.
You starting to look like whipped cream?
Yeah. I think we're good.
Yeah, man, now it's done. You turn off the KitchenAid. See how it's staying in one place? It's not like going down?
Well,
That's called stiff peaks. You have homemade whipped cream.
Put that in the oven.
Max, are you stoked?
I'm always stoked when it's food is around and there's no problem.
Alright.
You want to make a whole bunch more?
No.
Okay.
I can eat like 2 of these before I want to vomit.
Lexi, you want one? I mean, anyone want one? I'm making. It's all up on me, everybody. Order up right here.